Hi everyone, welcome to this TSANet how-to video on how to edit process documents through the Process Document Wizard. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a process document, and then we're going to go into the wizard and show you how you can edit that process document, which will be very similar to how you would create a brand new one. So really I think this would cover both of those topics. But what I want to cover first is actually what a process document looks like, because process documents are split into sections. And when you get into the wizard, you're going to see how you can edit each one of these sections in kind of separate areas as we go through the wizard. So I'm looking at a process document here, and I want you to note that up at the top then I've got the community that process document applies to. And then in the details section, what I have here is hours of support, the products that this particular process document applies to, and then this before you call area is split up into required area and an optional area. And what you're going to see in the process document wizard, this is actually a series of checkboxes. But we're going to, before we get into that, I just want to go through this process document so you can see it. When you get into the real meat of a process document, it's going to be the contact area. We predefined some of these contact methods, such as place a call or send an email. I'll show you that you can actually put something else in here if you would like, and it will show up. But there's 3 different methods that you can put in here, such as place a call, send an email, or click to chat. Or again, you can add one and name it yourself. The other thing that I think is noteworthy here is we got the number in here. You notice there's this link, view instructions before contacting. One of the things that we wanted to do is for those companies that may be pretty used to contacting another company, they don't need to read through all this information. So we wanted to clean up the process document a little bit by adding this feature, and I'll show you how you do this within the process document, but you can actually just hide this via that link right there. We'll show you how that works. Then the final and third area of the process document is the escalation procedures. And you'll notice here that it's pretty easy, free text area that you can put all this information, but you have to put information in all 3 sections in order to create a process document. And of course at the very bottom, this is nothing that you have to fill out, but this is that area for document feedback from members when you're contacted. So that's what a process document looks like. Let's go ahead and go into the wizard itself. So I'm going to log in here as a business manager. I'm going to click on admin. And I'm going to go down to the subhead of company and then departments. When I click on that, it's going to bring up the departments that I have under my company. In this case, it's Globex. I'm going to go ahead and work on a process document behind the Support Americas division. Now, if I had multiple process documents, it would come up and it would show those documents. In this case, I've only got one process document, and it's going to come up here, and you'll notice that it's under the Support Americas division, and I've got the internal variation name, in other words, the name that I would identify this as basic and premium. Okay, so this is just really identifying that process document and the name that's involved in it. I'll go ahead and click on next. Now this is going to be that area, as you saw in the process document, where you enter in the support hours, and that'll show up in the process document. You notice down here, and I obviously have an option for 24/7. You notice down here I have the ability to apply this process document to multiple communities. So if you've got a lot of custom groups, things like that, you're going to see all those relationships show up down here, and I can apply a process document to those relationships, or I can make a different process document for each relationship. And then this area over here in region is a filter. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and keep this on any country, just because we're not really using the filter so much in the system right now, and I'd say to be a very specialized case where you would want to identify just a specific country that you wanted to associate with a process document. So again, this is already going to be pre-checked to any country, and I would go ahead and leave it in there. Let's move on to the next step. Now here you're getting into that area that you saw about before you call, what do you want that other company to be able to capture about that customer or have ready before they engage you. And you've got, again, you've got that required area, and you've got an area that says optional. So in this, for example, here, all these are going to be required, but over here, this product ID serial number, that's going to show up as an optional area, as well as this TSANet originating case number. So again, up to each company how they want to do this, and you can obviously have the option over here to add requirements if you want to add things into it. Let's go ahead and move into the real meat of this, which is how do you want that other company to engage you? And you'll see up here at the top, we predefined the most common methods that companies will use to be engaged. Place a call is obvious one, send an email, could be click to chat, we could do log a case, and there's also a contact process. If you want to have something outside of this area, you simply go ahead and put that in the optional label area, and it won't use this, it'll use that optional label. And then you notice here you've got a free text area where you can just add information, and we've got a pretty robust system as far as being able to bold things and put bullets in, add images, links, things like that, all in this particular area right here. Okay, and then if I go down here where you saw in the process document that little link where I could hide things and then have it expand out, that's what this optional additional instructions are. So if I want to put something there that originally is going to show up in the process document just as a clickable link to show other data, I can do that. And a good method of doing that would be as if you got a common process that maybe members have to go through one time in order to get themselves set up so that they can be engaged. Maybe you only need to show that in one time, so you only put that behind this clickable area. Okay, and then again, I've got 3 different methods that I can list. If you don't put anything in these areas, then it simply isn't going to list those as a method. Okay, optional instructions I didn't use in this one, and this time I didn't have a third method, which won't be uncommon. A lot of people will actually just use one method. But now I'll go ahead and click on next. Now I've gone directly into my escalation instructions. So this is going to show me what escalation I want that other member to use in case that original process doesn't work. And then at the very end of this, I got the ability to take a look at this document and see what it's going to look like. And then when I'm finished with it, I can go ahead and click on save, and that document will be posted out. One of the changes we did to the new database that we're just releasing is actually took out that approval cycle queue. So once you hit save, that document is posted into the database. And that's really it. Hope you like the new interface. I think we cleaned it up to make it look a lot nicer, and we've created this wizard to kind of help you, guide you through the process. So that's all there is to it. Let us know if you have any questions or comments, and thanks for watching.